It's a very exciting day for us today. We're heading off to Auto Innovation Center in Mulgrave because we've got a very exciting car there today. It's the BYD Shark. And now a lot of people have been waiting for this. Obviously the Shark is very, very popular and they've just started being delivered for the customers who pre-ordered in the beginning. And we're taking you behind the scenes with us so you can actually see what goes on in the development of a G4 canopy, right? And we get a lot of people asking, why does it take several months to get a canopy for a new car? And so we will show you the different steps that are needed, because we start from scratch, starting from a 3D scan of the car, and then everything builds up from there. So this is basically the very first step that needs to be done, and we physically scan the cars here in Australia. That means that the canopies we develop will be precisely made for the vehicles being delivered here. So if you were to buy an off-the-shelf canopy, something that's been made from maybe a dimension data of the vehicle instead of a 3D scan, you might get a canopy that sort of fits on the tub, but it won't be able to actually follow all the lines and the angles and the curves of the tub properly. And maybe the height, maybe the angles of the cab won't match up properly. So this is why, and that's one of the reasons. The other reasons obviously being that you want to make, where possible, specific bracketry, right? Because the tubs have internal support braces or areas where we can use for mounting the canopy to transfer the weight to the actual tub. So not all of the weight of the canopy is actually sitting just on the top lip of the tub. Yeah, so it's a bit of a process, but we'll take you guys behind the scenes today. And obviously it's also a sneak peek at the Shark, which I think is it's going to be a very interesting vehicle to watch in the next couple of months to years. I think it's a big challenger. It's as fast as the Raptor at a much lower price, and and it's obviously pumped full of tech. So it'll be interesting to see. And for those of you guys who don't know about the G4 canopy, if this is your first time hearing about one, we started working on these about 2 years ago, and the first G4s we delivered in May of last year. That's May of 2024. So they were in production for quite a while. With the G4, what we aim to do is to fix the most common problems with the steel or stainless steel or the aluminium canopies. The main issues being that they were flat packed units, 5-piece construction that you had to bolt together and then silicon and seal. We used to have canopies like that as well, and so we know the issues that you could have, or the problems that those canopies would have eventually, such as not sealing up properly, not loosening up over time because of all the bolted joints, etc. So we started work on this, and then we've delivered obviously a very good product. It's been a very popular product for us, and I think we've started off 2025 strong. We've expanded the range, and we will keep developing this for every popular ute which is on the market. as you witnessed, there's some excellent work done by the boys at the Auto Innovation Center here in Rowville. In the next 1 or 2 days, we should have the 3D files to pass on to our engineers so they can start work on the manufacturing process. Now, as you saw there, it takes a lot of high-end state-of-the-art equipment to get the 3D scanning done in order to get high-quality 3D files that are very, very accurate, sub-millimeter precision with these devices. That way we can design the most accurate canopy for the top of your vehicle. All right, so it's been a couple of weeks since we got the scan done for the Shark. We've made a lot of progress. The Shark canopy is actually already in production. We've got the 3D drawing there, as you can see. Very, very exciting. I'll show you guys a couple of photos. So that's one, a drawing of the canopy on the Shark. And there are a couple of things with the Shark that are quite sort of unique. The top design or the cab design, especially with the sort of the bulging at the bottom, sort of makes it so that we have to be a little bit creative in how we design that, because we wanted the canopy to sort of look full on the cab and not sort of like just tuck in on the sides and look very sort of skinny, if that makes sense. So if you have a look here, you can see the canopy's got an extra fold at the bottom. It sort of juts out and then goes back in just to match in with the angle on the cab. So it's small things like that that sort of make all the difference in the final product. Just the attention to detail and obviously working on a scan of the vehicle like this, we're able to have a lot of control and be able to do all of these little things that make a big difference when you actually put the canopy on the car. It's very exciting. Almost a quarter of the inquiries we're getting nowadays are for the Shark, and I think you guys will have noticed as well, a lot of these Sharks are out on the road. BYD has been delivering heaps of them. So it's quite exciting. Pre-orders are now live, so get in touch with us if you want to pre-order yours and be one of the first to get the G4, which is the most affordable one-piece top canopy on the market. There's a link in the bio so you can register your interest today. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you've got any questions about the canopy or the process, and stay tuned for more content on these canopies. We'll keep you guys updated. Thank you.